the guys from Draco Properties. They're doing a really great job wholesaling a bunch of good properties, good deals out in the market, in the Houston market. That's Andrea King and Andy Speed. And then we also got a chance to sit down with Steve Vigil. Turns out Steve Vigil is now the new owner of the Wealth Club. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Steve Vigil and his
Yeah,
wife,
I know
Suzanne.
that totally threw me off.
Yeah.
Gabe was like, Steve Vigil with the Wealth Club. And I thought,
Yeah.
wait, when did he become associated with the Wealth Club? Next thing I knew, he owns the Wealth Club now. So
Yep.
he actually acquired the Wealth Club from Tom Berry.
Steve bought the Wealth Club from Tom Berry. So now he is now the guy in charge over there, man. And that's actually happened as of February. It was news to me as well, but apparently they announced it in February. I hadn't heard about it, but I think it's a great move. It's a great organization. Tom did just phenomenal with it when he took over it, when he purchased it, and took it to a whole new level. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that organization now that Steve's taken over it, and he's bringing his way of doing things to it. So that's always good for any organization. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So yeah, man, we sat down, we got a chance to talk. We talked shop. We talked shop, David.
Who was that?
Oh, you can't say that. Don't say that. Or you will get sued by LeBron James, okay?
Is that right?
Yeah, Nick Saban did that. He did the shop talk. And I
yeah.
learned where it's from. Talking shop is because of the barber shop.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. But yeah, LeBron James will sue you, so you better watch out.
Excuse me, LeBron James.
King James, please. We didn't mean it. We didn't mean it, I promise.
Excuse us. I'll try not to say talk shop too much on this show anymore. Anyway, we have to take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to jump into the fact that we're going to talk about NAR changing their logo. If you haven't seen their updated logo, wow, is it different? And they haven't changed it in 45 years.
Wow, it's different.
It's the exact same. Only looks 3D. All right, guys, stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus. We'll be right back. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you're interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com. Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is the place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, we're talking about going up to places far, far away to go talk about real estate. And then we said we're going to get into the new NAR logo. Now, before we present this, and it is just absolutely groundbreaking, I have to let you guys know the amount of time and money that went into this. And for anyone who's watching, if you have a real estate license and you are licensed in Houston with HAR, you automatically have to pay dues to NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors.
That's right.
And I want you to know this amazing new logo, how much they spent on it, because I can get a logo done. Well, we've got a graphics guy here, so it's just cost
Let's
me
talk
time.
about like.
But if I didn't have a graphics guy in house, what would it cost me to get a logo? I can get a pretty darn good logo done for about $150. Let's say that I really go to an expensive firm that they're gonna push it through audiences. They're going to A/B test it. They're going to make sure that it has the right look for good persuasion and influence and everything else. I may wind up spending maybe $5,000 to $10,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, NAR, they really said, that's not luxurious enough.
No. They went directly to Fiverr.com.
Yeah.
And they submitted a request and took the lowest bidder.
No. I wish that was the case. They
That's what it
went
looks like.
to one of the most expensive marketing firms in the country and spent $250,000 to redo this. You must have not known that, because the second I said that, your face was like, no way. He's got it. Yeah, exactly. You're
Down
like,
to the ground.
donk.
$250,000.
They spent $250,000 on this redesign. So we're going to put it up on a screen for everybody.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy
Yeah, Brandon's
this.
going to put it up in a second. But basically what they did, and you guys are going to crack up when I read to you the explanation of this. They took the logo for NAR, N-A-R, and they turned it on its side axis, made it a three-dimensional logo, and that was it.
That sounds.
They changed,
just about it.
they changed
the font.
They changed the font slightly, and they changed the blue to a slightly different blue. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, Brandon says he's got it live. He's going to queue it up. He's going to put it up on a screen. This is what a $250,000 logo looks like, by the way. It is going to blow all of your minds. Let me know when it's up on a screen, Brandon. Oh, it's up. So take a look at that. That's a $250,000 logo. That's what changed. They went on a three-dimensional axis. And let me tell you what these really, really smart guys over at this marketing agency said. They said that the reason they did this was because it's dynamic and future focused, just like realtors should be.
Right.
And that the three dimensions on the logo add depth, just like realtors should add depth to their clients.
This is a real
by
explanation.
serving them. Yes, this is a real explanation from NAR. It's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Brandon has something to chime in.
What's that, Brandon?
Is this future 2003?
It does, right? It looks like they went back in time to like when people first started to use digital graphics, and they were like, did you know you could turn things and give it a shadow to make it look 3D? And everything was three-dimensional back then. In my opinion, I don't understand this. So, and as they announced this logo, I guess they thought this was going to be so groundbreaking.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, they put up a group, and realtors have been voting on whether they like the logo or not.
Oh, no.
Currently, the ratings all sit at a 0 and a 1 out of 5. Out of 5. So they've got a 0 and a 1. The highest rating it's gotten is a 1. It's probably the biggest waste of money that NAR has ever done. But in conjunction to this terrible freaking logo, NAR decided, hey, by the way, we kind of just spent a lot of money on a logo.
Yeah, this is the best part.
We're going to need to raise everybody's dues by $30 next year.
Next year, we're going to have to find a way to pay for this ridiculous logo.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the comments. We have Luan, who says, now hitting year 2000. Yeah, absolutely right. They're a few years behind on this thing. The winners on this whole thing, though, is this marketing firm. I mean, the guys that put this thing together are
They
geniuses.
literally collected $250,000, sent it to Fiverr, and they said, watch
yeah, right. They were like, hey, what's up, Fiverr? Can somebody make this 3D?
They paid $5 for this.
We don't know how to use software from the year 2000.
Yeah. They are sitting there so pretty right now. Imagine how much money they netted on this thing.
Brandon's got the NAR logo, the new NAR logo, watermarked on top of it.
There you go. You guys can see it up there now, so you can laugh at it along with us. And by the way, when NAR collects your extra $30 next year, make sure you send them a big old thank you note and maybe stamp a picture of this logo on there.
So they went NAR because I guess they're getting a lot of kickback about spending $250,000 on a logo.
Yeah.
And so they actually went and had another marketing agency consult them. And Dustin Longstreth, a chief strategy officer at CBX, it's another branding agency in New York, he said the $250,000 price tag seems appropriate. He says, you have no idea what it takes to get all the stakeholders together. Everybody gives an input on what message they want to deliver, and then they start to slowly change the logo to match that message. And he says, I know that seems like a crazy amount of money, but it can become a downward spiral when you're not investing in your brand and your look and identity. Guys, you haven't invested in your brand, look, and identity in 45 freaking years. Yeah. I think you're okay not spending $250,000 on a logo.
We were just talking about this in a show previous to this about Century 21 updating their logo and how long it had taken them and how it did affect them not to update it.
Yeah.
How the brand started to decline. Now, I know NAR isn't necessarily out there selling real estate per se, but they do represent all of us, essentially.
Yeah.
And yeah, 45 years of it not being updated just to get a Fiverr logo on there and spending $250,000 of our dollars on top of that, because now they're going to bill us for it.
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit, because everyone who's licensed basically in the state of Texas with any association, you have a rule that your association automatically includes membership in the National Association of Realtors. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that is the reality is if you pay dues to any Texas MLS, you're also paying your dues for NAR. Now, NAR is saying, well, we want to raise dues next year by $30. That's a 25% increase. Right now it's $120. They want to go up to $150 per member.
Yeah.
And the reason they
and
want
that's
to
just for now, because 2020 they want to hit you with a 2.5 increase year
every
after year.
Yeah,
Right.
so after that, they want to increase their dues 2.5% every year. And I say, this is highway robbery. This is a scam. Because one, if you don't register for HAR, you get fined. You actually get a bill. Your broker will get a bill saying, hey, you're not a member of the MLS.
Yep.
So basically, you're being forced to get membership with NAR. And on top of that, you're being forced into all of these price increases. And this is what really, really doesn't make any sense to me. NAR is spending the vast majority of this money on zip forms because they want to provide zip. They provide zip forms
no one
to every
uses
realtor
anymore, right? Does anybody still use zip forms?
I think a few realtors do, but it's the same realtors that are still like using Rolodexes.
Yeah,
they're not quite advanced.
Nah,
bro, come on. If he uses zip forms, come on, man.
Okay, it's not as bad as a Rolodex, but it's not good
Guys,
either. Okay,
but it's really close.
It's really close. It's like one step away. Okay, it's like year 2000.
You just tipped off a whole lot of realtors out there that are sitting there zip forming their forms away right now.
No, man, they're sitting there like Rolodexing their clients.
Who am I going to send it to? Let me look it up real quick.
They're trying to spin right now to find my name in there. I'm going to call and complain.
You know what? We should hand a Rolodex to one of our agents around here, like one of the newer guys, and just see what they do with it. See how long it takes them to stare at it and find something in it.
Yeah, right. Just shake it a little bit. I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, we talked about that this morning in our training. That's hilarious, man. So anyways, they want to put in a lot more money towards lobbying because they want to know that they're putting people in office that I don't know what, because they haven't lobbied for shit lately. Interest rates are on the rise. Loans have been just as hard to get as ever before.
We don't have any
There's
supply.
no supply in inventory.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great. Who are you going to elect that's going to change anything?
Yeah.
Right now we have freaking Ben Carson as the head of HUD. Yeah. That guy just spent $31,000 on a dining room table. I mean, it looks like HAR and Ben Carson.
And then he said it was an accident. He didn't know about it.
I didn't even know about it.
I've been eating dinner there. I just don't know how it got there.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. We've got people out there ridiculously spending your funds to do things that make absolutely no sense. You have NAR spending $250,000 on a $50 logo update. You have Ben Carson, who was elected, he was placed in that position, but that's what the lobby groups are supposed to be for. Hey, let's get a HUD person who's actually going to do something for real estate. No, instead we got Ben Carson, who knows nothing about real estate and is spending his time ordering expensive tables. This doesn't make any sense. Something's got to happen here with NAR.
Well, here, let me play a little devil's advocate. How do you feel like, even though this, obviously this logo was a big waste of money, and it's hard to see money that's yours go down the drain, but on the flip side, dues are going to be increasing, and as price goes up, less people can actually come in and participate in the market, which means, to me, less crappy realtors out there.
That's absolutely true. But the thing about the way that all these organizations are set up is they're set up to take in as many potential realtors, quote unquote, as possible. That's why the testing is easy. That's why, you know, the lows are relatively low. Yeah, for us, you know, it's kind of annoying that we're going to get billed $30 extra next year. That's because we know that it's not just, it's being, you know, inappropriately used. It's being mismanaged. But the reality is someone that's leaving their corporate job and saying, I'm going to go do real estate, says $150 for NAR. All right, who cares? Here it is. You know, it's just not, it's not a big enough barrier of entry.
I agree.
And so NAR's like, yeah, let's get, you know, 50,000 more realtor applications.
I'm going to really upset you now.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that NAR actually owns
NAR? Don't
NAR.
Don't get us sued. They get
no. I am going to insult them because they're out spending our dollars paying for $250,000 logos.
No joke. So now we're going to call them NAR.
NAR. HAR does a good job. I actually like HAR. I think they're a really strong, powerful organization. NAR, on the other hand, not so much. And get this, they happen to own 20% of ZipLogix. So they're basically paying themselves out of our money. And then here's the crazy part. They don't even pay based off of how many people use Zip Forms. They pay off of for every single member, whether you use it or not. They're taking money to pay back to ZipLogix
because you get ZipLogix for free, right? But
even if you don't sign up,
like being part of NAR, which means when you become a realtor, you have to become part of HAR, which makes you part of NAR essentially, and you get ZipLogix for free.
Yes,
but they're charging you for it and collecting 20% back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that scam works.
Yeah, this is a huge scam. I can't believe that there's not more than we can do about it. I almost feel like you need to go out there. We have to go out there, not you. All of us have to go out there and start lobbying our local HAR boards and realtor boards and saying, hey, this has got to end.
Yeah.
I mean, this is highway robbery. We're paying into this organization for absolutely no reason so that it can self-sustain itself. And
it's not a matter of how much
money.
we're paying, by the way. Let's just make sure that that's clear. It's not a matter of the fact that they're charging us $30
at the end of the day, $150 a year.
Not that big a
we're
deal.
talking about $13 a month.
Yeah.
It's not like a bank breaker, but it is a bank breaker when you have 600,000 members.
Yep.
That now you're $13 a month times 600,000 members. This is just straight theft.
The issue is that our money is not being used appropriately.
I agree.
And, you know, every time we see something like that, whether it's in this organization or any other organization that's collecting fees and dues from us, if you're collecting fees and dues, it's because you should be providing a service. You should be providing support of some sort.
I agree.
And that's not what we're getting right now. We're getting somebody selling us on a Fiverr logo that we know damn well cost them $5.
I have literally gotten better logos than that on Fiverr. And one of the things that they said, they came back and they said, you know, at the end of the day, as they consider the options that they presented to us, the fact is they didn't want us to lose the brand equity that we had built over all these years. So if you want to change your logo, but you don't want to really change your logo, then why the hell go and change it in the first place? It's basically what they're saying.
What brand equity, man? Come on. I mean, seriously, it doesn't give me, it doesn't inspire anyone to see something like that, because what happened there is that you just raised a red flag, and now everyone's going into all of their spending and figuring out how mismanaged everything really is. Look, I mean, it's just opened up a can of worms to do that.
It has.
So, and I'm reading some of the comments here. And by the way, if you go into the comments section, I'm going to post the article so you can learn a little bit more about how NAR is misspending your funds. But basically, what this is saying is everyone.
Oh, hang on. Leo Aguirre says, I can just see realtors protesting. I can imagine that. Can you imagine a bunch of realtors joining a protest? Everyone's going to show up in their Lexus SUVs. We're gonna do logos and decals on our cars.
All of our flags are gonna have your name on it. Sold it with Alan. Sold it with Jabron.
I love it. That'll be hilarious.
It's so funny, man, because there's not a single positive person in the comment section. Everyone's like, guys, they're
overwhelming negative response.
This is a scam. This is robbery. This is snake oil salesman. What does this organization do for us? I mean, no one is happy about this. And when we come back from the break, we're going to tell you just a few tips on how to make sure that your money is not getting mismanaged, misspent in your organization and in your business.
Awesome. Stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus. We'll be right back. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you're interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com. Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on the Realty Ruckus. So good to be with you today. We've been talking today all about money management or mismanagement. And how our national associations for things are now just become like scams that try to keep themselves alive. I think that at one point NAR was supposed to be like the union for realtors. Like they're going to go out there and be our advocacy group. They're going to fight on our behalf. And now it's like, we're going to take your money and we're going to create things and then we're going to charge you for them and get rich off of it. Part of their budget, and for those of you who looked at that article, part of their budget includes like $8 million in travel for the leaders of NAR. Man, I'm like, where the hell are these people
traveling?
Yeah. I want to go.
Is that on a yearly basis?
Can we
Please
go?
tell me that's like a 4 or 5 year outlook.
No,
please.
They're also, they've got $18 million going towards new offices and office expenses and remediation, or not revitalization. I mean,
new offices?
When you look at this
budget. When's the last time you saw an NAR office?
Exactly. Where the hell? Houston is the second or third largest metro in the United States. And
I've never seen an NAR office.
And there's not an NAR office here.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Let me Google it real quick.
I think there might be one in New York somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. So I just want to tell a quick little story because this is how you can tell if your money is being mismanaged. When I was a teacher, they came into our school at the very end of the year, our principals. They had a meeting with all the teachers and they brought us in and they came in and they said, look, we have a lot of money left over in the surplus. And if we don't spend it, next year, we're not going to get it again. So we have to completely exhaust and deplete it. So basically, you let us know what you want, and as long as it's not completely insane, you can have it. Yeah. And we wound up taking awesome freaking field trips that year because we were like, oh, who cares? Let's just spend it on field trips. Yeah. That is a mismanagement of money. Like that's a perfect example of what you don't do. If you find yourself ever spending money for the sake of spending money without any idea of what kind of return you're going to get on that expenditure, then you are mismanaging your funds.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of like people that just buy stuff to buy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like hoarders. And Why are you laughing at that? Hoarders that's not funny to laugh at hoarder people. DJ.
No, one day we're gonna play what happens between the breaks here. I'm gonna leave the mic hot so everyone can listen to it.
Let's talk about people that go out and just spend on buying things for no reason. You know what happens?
Like gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, just like random gadgets and just put them in their garage and stuff. And what happens to those people, right? So, but businesses do the same thing. I've seen that happen. I mean, we've been in this scenario where we're like, hey, here's a little extra money. Hey, let's go buy some stuff. And you know, it's just not the way to properly run a business or run your finances. But at the same time, we're talking about not a company, an organization that's supposed to represent our best interests. Yeah. They're supposed to represent how we're doing and make sure that we're doing well in the overall industry and economy. So by doing this, total misrepresentation, they basically stole our money. That's the way I see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, there's no doubt about that.
All right, we have to move on. We have a couple of really
by the way,
events.
I looked on Google Maps. I could only find 2 NAR offices.
How much do they have in their budget?
$18 million.
One in Michigan and one in New Jersey.
Those must be some really badass offices, man.
Amazing.
$18 million, and those are for renovations.
We're gonna have to
repairs.
do a tour.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke. That's got to be like a whole building or something.
Jesus, man.
Okay, so this week is jam-packed with events, guys. We have the real estate rally. Yes, action-packed week. The real estate rally is coming up tomorrow evening. And last time we had 384. That's the exact head count, guys. 384, so close to 400 real estate industry professionals out at this event. We had free beer flowing all night and free food until it ran out, basically.
Yep.
And the networking opportunities were amazing. We had a lot of great feedback, and we're probably going to be pushing close to 400 people again tomorrow night.
I love it. I love this event. I look forward to this event every single time we have it. We've gathered more and more partners and sponsors for this event. By the way, if you're interested in being part of the event, reach out to us. You can send an email directly to info@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's info@whitepicketrealty.com. We have approximately 1 or 2 spaces for additional partners and or sponsors. Let us know. But tomorrow, jam-packed. We're super excited. If you haven't seen the videos that are going around all of the real estate industry, they're out there being shared by all of our friends, family, all of our partners. Yeah. It's going to be a really great time. I'm excited to see everyone tomorrow. And that's at 6 p.m.
6 to 9, St. Arnold's Brewing Company. That's 2000 Lyons Avenue. And as always, thank you to our title partners, Jet Lending and Integrity Mortgage Group.
Yes, thank you guys. What else do we have coming up?
Now, for the rest of the week, we actually have NAREP North Houston. They're hosting an event up at Woodson's Reserve, and it's Women of Excellence. This is a women in real estate panel, and they're going to be, presenting how their struggle and their success.
Does that mean only women can go to this?
No, anyone can attend, and I think there's different ticket prices depending if you're on a member or not. So NAREP North Houston is hosting that. Woodson's Reserve Amenity Center, this Women of Excellence. And then on the 13th, I have Metropolitan Title. They're hosting a crawfish boil from 4 to 9 p.m. out on the Grand Parkway in Katy. So that should be a lot of fun. And then, as always, the third Wednesday of every month, Jet Lending and Renters Warehouse, they're having their real estate industry networking mixer at the Redneck Country Club from 5:30 to 8:30.
Oh, Vision Board. That's this Friday.
There we go. I was like, there's something in the morning.
Yes, that's 8 o'clock Friday morning. We're going to do Vision Board here in the office. There's only 20 seats available, and I believe there's only a couple of them still left. So you may want to join us for that, but if you are, make sure that you look in the White Picket Realty page under events. You'll see the information there. There is a small fee for that one, but it covers mimosas and all of your supplies to create your vision board.
And breakfast,
and breakfast. So we're really excited to see you guys. That's this Friday at 8 a.m. All right, next week we're going to the Jet Lending Party, which is awesome as always. Is there anything else that people should put on their calendars?
For the rest of the month, I'm not seeing anything else unless you guys have something. That's it for me.
Well, don't forget that you can see all of the real estate events that are great for you to put on your calendar inside of Facebook on Houston Real Estate Events. So if you type Houston Real Estate Events up top, you'll be able to see everything that we think is exciting and should be useful for your business. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but don't forget we are here every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Don't forget to keep up your ruckus, and we'll see you next time.
Later, guys.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.